Hello children, good morning. How are you all? Are you fine? Okay, I am Dakshayani, handling biology from Bharadasnath Metric Higher Secondary School. Okay children, and now we are going to discuss 12th standard first lesson in zoology. What is the name of the lesson? Reproduction in organisms. Okay, organism means living things, right? We, birds, animals, everything come under the organisms, right? And what do you mean by reproduction? You know what is the meaning in Tamil? Inaperukkam, right? So, reproduction, from the name itself it is clear, reproduction, right? The organism produces the young ones is said to be reproduction, okay? And now I am going to tell you about the definition for reproduction. Okay, it is the capacity of the organism to produce its young ones. Okay, what is the young ones? A hen produces the chick, okay, and a cow produces a calf, and we human beings produces our next generation. This process we call it as a reproduction. Okay, and now we are going to discuss about the two types of reproduction. Okay, what are the two types? First one is the sexual reproduction. What is the first one, children? Sexual reproduction. And what is the second one? Asexual reproduction. Okay, what do you mean by sexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction. Okay, and what do you mean by sexual? If the organism involves two parents, okay, the male and the female parent, it is said to be sexual. Okay, and what do you mean by asexual? If that sexual reproduction is absent, if it does not involve two parents, if it involves only a single parent, it is said to be asexual. From the name itself it is clear, absence of sexual is said to be asexual. Now we are going to study the difference between the sexual and the asexual reproduction. Okay, the first difference already we discussed. What is the first difference, children? Sexual reproduction involves two parents. Two parents. Who are the two parents? The male and the female. The male and the female, right? And what is the asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction does not involve two parents. It involves only single parent. Involves single parent. Involves single parent. Okay. And what is the second difference? Okay, it involves a fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes. Okay, so what is a gamete? The male produces the sperm and the female produces the ovum. Okay, so these both fuse together to form a zygote. Okay, so this is the fusion of gametes. But asexual reproduction does not involve fusion of gametes. Does not involve fusion of gametes. Does not involve fusion of gametes. Okay, and here in the asexual reproduction, what is seen? Variation. Yes, we resemble our parents, but we are not the exact copy of our parents. So variation is seen in sexual reproduction. Variation is seen. But in asexual reproduction, no variation. The young ones are exactly identical to the parent. The young ones are identical. Young ones are identical. Okay, and can you give an example for the asexual sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction, the best example is human beings. What is the best example? Human beings. And can you give an example for asexual reproduction? The best example we can say in amoeba. Okay, and now in this class we are going to discuss about the various methods of asexual reproduction. Understood, children? Okay, children, now we are going to discuss the various modes of asexual reproduction. Okay, various modes of asexual reproduction. Okay, and what is the first type? Okay, first type is a fission. What is the first type, children? It is a fission. What do you mean by fission? If and it is an opposite of fusion. Just a simple example, children. You imagine this is an organism. Okay, and if this organism splits into two or more parts, it is said to be fission. Okay, so what is a fission? Fission means splitting of the organisms. Okay, and what is the next type? Next type is a budding. What is a budding? If an organism reproduces by means of producing buds. Okay, for example, hydra. You all know hydra, right? Like this, hydra. If it reproduces by means of producing the buds. Okay, so this one we call it as budding. And what is the next type? The next type is the fragmentation. Fragmentation. Okay, from name itself it is clear. If an organism reproduces by means of producing a fragment. Okay, fragments. For the best example is a tapeworm. Do you all see the tapeworm, children? It will be in fragments like this. If it reproduces by means of producing the fragment, it is said to be fragmentation. The last type of the asexual reproduction is the regeneration. What is regeneration? Regeneration is the regrowth in the injured region, or it is the regrowth of the lost body parts. The best example is a lizard. Do you all know the lizard, children? If we cut the tail of the lizard, what will happen? Again the lizard regenerates its tail. We can see some black portion in the tail. Okay, so that is said to be regeneration. So what are the four modes of asexual reproduction? Fission, budding, fragmentation and regeneration. Okay, and now we are going to discuss the first type, fission. Okay, the fission is of four main types, children. What is the first type? The first type is the binary fission. Okay, you see what is the first type? First type is the binary fission. Okay, and what is the second type? The second type is the multiple fission. I will explain what is the second type. Second type is the multiple fission, and the third type is the sporulation. Okay, what is the third type? Sporulation. And the fourth type is the strobilation. Okay, children, first we are going to discuss about the first type, fission. Okay, what I told you, fission, do you remember? If any organism divides into two or more parts, it is said to be fission. And this fission is of four types. First one is the binary fission, second one multiple fission, third one sporulation, and fourth one is a strobilation. What is a binary fission? Okay, what do you mean by bi? Bi means two, right? Imagine an organism, right? If this divides into two equal parts, okay, if this organism divides into two equal parts, it is said to be binary fission. Okay, so binary fission, the organism split into two daughter cells. Two daughter cells. Okay, what do you mean by multiple fission? If an organism divides into two or more, for example, if this divides into two or more individual, it is said to be multiple fission. Okay, more individuals or more daughter cells, we call it as a multiple fission. And what do you mean by sporulation? Sporulation means the organism reproduced by means of producing spores. Okay, the best example we can see in conidium. Okay, it produces conidiospores. Okay, and the last type is the strobilation. Strobilation means the organism divides into many multinucleated daughter cells. Okay, so it produces many multinucleated daughters. Okay, you listen, children, one important thing, The asexual reproduction takes place mostly in the lower organisms, right? Protista, archaea, bacteria, in the lower level of the animal kingdom. So understood children, what are the types of fission? Binary fission, multiple fission, sporulation and strobilation. And now we are going to study about the first type, binary fission. Okay. Children, now we are going to study about the first type of the fission. What is the first type of the fission? Binary fission. What I said you about the binary fission? If an organism divides into two. What do you mean by bi? Bi means two. So this binary fission is again divided into four main types. Listen, first type, simple irregular binary fission. What do you mean by irregular? Can you see what is this organism? Okay, this is a amoeba. What is the shape of the amoeba? Irregular in shape. Can we say it is spherical or it is square? Nothing. So it is irregular in shape. So if the binary fission takes place in the irregular organisms like amoeba, this one we call it as irregular binary fission. Okay, and what is the second type? Transverse binary fission. What do you mean by transverse? If an organism divides like this, okay, if a line is like this, the transverse form is if we cut like this. So if an organism divides transversely, it is said to be transverse binary fission. It divides transversely into two. And third type, longitudinal binary fission. What do you mean by longitudinal? The best example for longitudinal is Euglena. If an organism divides in this direction, children listen, this two difference. If an organism divides in this direction, it is said to be transverse, and if an organism divides in this straight direction, it is said to be longitudinal binary fission. And what is the last type? Oblique binary fission. What do you mean by oblique? Oblique means not clear. We cannot see exactly where the organism divides. So that is said to be oblique binary fission. Okay. And first, now I am going to tell you how this amoeba divides. Okay. And what is this part, children? It is a nucleus. And what is this portion? Cytoplasm. Okay. In all the binary fission, two important events takes place. What is the first type? Karyokinesis. Okay, karyokinesis means the division of the nucleus. Karyo means nucleus and kinesis means division. And the second step is the cytokinesis. What do you mean by cytokinesis? Cyto means cytoplasm. Cyto means what? Cytoplasm. Okay, and kinesis means, already we studied, kinesis means division. So, two events takes place, children. First the nucleus divides and next one the cytoplasm divides. Okay, and now first one you see here in amoeba. This is a normal shape of the amoeba, and now I am going to show you how it divides. Okay, now this amoeba, first karyokinesis takes place. Karyokinesis means nucleus. If this is a amoeba, right? First the nucleus divides. Nucleus divides. Okay, and later what happens? Again the nucleus divides like this. That is the chromosomes, everything divides like this. And later cytokinesis. What do you mean by cytokinesis? Division of the cytoplasm. So the organism divides like this. Okay. And later this divides into individual. This divides into individual daughter cell, and again this into another individual daughter cell. Okay, children. Now just listen here. The organism, first amoeba divides by its nuclear division. First the nucleus divides, and you see one more structure here, contractile vacuole, right? At the time of cell division, contractile vacuole disappears. What is the function of the vacuole? Food storage, right? So vacuole disappears, but you see here, after completing the division, the contractile vacuole again reappears. What do you mean by disappear and reappear? Disappear means moving from that place. Okay, appear means again coming back to the original position. We call it as reappear. Now clear, children? What is the first type? Simple irregular binary fission, amoeba. First nucleus divides, later cytoplasm divides. Okay, and here these two amoeba are exactly identical to each other and they are exactly identical to the parent amoeba. So this is an example for simple irregular binary fission. Okay, and next one is what's the next type? Transverse binary fission. Okay, transverse binary fission, I told you, if an organism divides in a transverse or in a cross direction, it is said to be transverse binary fission. What is this organism, children? Paramecium. Okay, and here also the same. The paramecium first divides by karyokinesis and second one is the cytokinesis. One difference is here, the paramecium has two types of nuclei. One is a macronucleus and another one is a micronucleus. Okay, now I am going to show you how this paramecium divides. Okay. Okay, first what happens, the macronucleus divides by mitosis and micronucleus divides by amitosis. What do you mean by mitosis and amitosis? Mitosis means there is no change in the number of the chromosomes. Okay, and absence of this mitosis we call it as amitosis. So first the nucleus divides and what is the second step, children? Later the cytoplasm also divides. So the paramecium divides like this. Later the cytoplasm also divides and what happens? The nucleus gets split into two and here there will be one macronucleus and here one macronucleus, here one micro and here one micronucleus, and now this organism completely separates and develops into individual paramecium with the macronucleus, micronucleus and the grooves, okay, all the things. Okay, so this is an example for transverse binary fission. Okay, what is the third type of binary fission? Longitudinal binary fission. Longitudinal binary fission takes place in euglena. Euglena divides in the longitudinal way. Like this, children, just listen. Okay, see the dorsal, there will be one ventral line forming here, the organism, this is a groove which separates the two euglena. Okay, like this, and first what is the first step? Karyokinesis. First the nucleus divides, and later the cytoplasm division takes place like this. The cytoplasm division okay, so first the nucleus divides and later the cytoplasm divides and later this two gives rise into two individual euglena like this, two individual euglena. Okay, and these two euglena are identical to each other and they are identical to the parent also. Okay, and what is the fourth type? Oblique binary fission. If an organism division is not clear, we say it as a oblique binary fission. The best example is a microorganism, Serratium. Okay, so what is the four types, children? Simple irregular binary fission, transverse binary fission, longitudinal binary fission and oblique binary fission. Transverse binary fission, simple irregular binary fission takes place in amoeba. Okay, amoeba divides like this, and transverse binary fission takes place in paramecium. The organism divides in this way, and the longitudinal binary fission takes place in euglena. The organism divides in the longitudinal manner, and last one, the oblique binary fission, the division is not clear. Example, Serratium.
ஆசிரியராகிய நான் காலத்தை மனமே உணர்ந்து செய்வன தேர்வு செய்து சிறந்த ஆசிரியராக திகழ்வேன். அகம் மற்றும் புறம் தூய்மை கடைபிடித்து